Alright, I'm back. Let's do this thing. Down, down, down. Oh shit, this battery's, this controller's about to die. Let me flip it. Well, swap it, actually. Flip the other one. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Air duster. If the noise suppressor did its job, you shouldn't have heard anything. You know? I like the trophy system here. They revamped it recently with the PS5 update. It looks different now. You can see actual little trophy images there. Well, there's the proof I haven't done shit. That I haven't played Endwalker. I've been dodging spoilers like a madman. Now we get into the game good and proper, finally. I'm gonna switch back to my basic outfit. I wanted to use the DPS roll outfit for the dungeon, the first 3 dungeons in the game, but honestly I still kind of prefer the default outfit. This is the DPS roll outfit. See? This is why I have it as... God damn it. Why can't you just make it so it just doesn't show up, is what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Like, what the fucking... Where is it? It's on their user interface, isn't it? Yeah. You have to have this on, otherwise that happens. But no matter what, achievements have to display for some reason. There's just no way to just turn it off. So weird. And lame. Oh right, one more thing. Yeah, that works. Alright, so like I said, I'm going back to my old outfit. Where is it? That's no glam at all. Meaning that's when you know, if I were to dispel all the glams. It's a level 90 gear that you can craft, I guess? All I have access to from... That's all I have access to for level 90, obviously, because I haven't done anything of Endwalker, not even the first quest. Yeah, this. I like this outfit better. And based on the flow of the story, I'm going to be changing outfits, of course. I'm not going to be like this for the whole fucking game. Or for every single expansion or whatever, but I'll be switching outfits as I go. I have kind of an idea of how I'm going to have my look change throughout the story as it continues. But for now, we still continue like this. Alright, let's get on with it. Where's the next stop? It should be actually right downstairs. It's literally the quest we just finished as Zero. And Alice and this guy, Leon. One last note. The scar? Yeah, obviously. I modeled him after a certain someone that I've already said is my favorite character in the Final Fantasy series, so I'll let you figure it out if you still don't know. I've only said it a million times. It'll become more obvious as I change outfits later, too. What's up, Momodi? Here we go. The Scions of the 7th Dawn. Hold on. Forgetting something. There. So, you want to know more than... You want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear, if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being Ulden. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Leon. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanlin. The place you're looking for is called Awakened Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a man in demand, Leon, and the days ahead promise to be busy. But I hope you won't forget about them as help make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Okay. Do I still have any leftover Vesper Bay Aetheryte tickets? I don't think I do. Heck, wait. Damn. Oh, I must have used them all up. Oh well. Wasn't counting on it anyway. Guess we gotta go to Horizon and fly over there every time. This is the place. We're gonna be coming back here a lot. Ah, here's the person who's gonna greet us. It's good old Tataru! Oh shit! Okay, well we missed that first line, I forgot about this. Something about deep in the forest of something, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. So she's singing like a lighthearted love song or something. Ah! You're more aware. You're the door man, door woman? You gotta be aware of who comes in. I would think you not to sneak up on me like that. And face the damn door! Now please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Modi sent me. Here at the behest of Ida and Papalimo? Yeah, that too. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Leon Starcrest. Leon Starcrest. Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. The antecedent. Everybody remember who that is? The antecedent awaits downstairs, within the solar. You may enter whenever you are ready. Okay. Place has changed just a little bit since we were last here. Let's explore a little. Last time we were here was in 1.0. The interior was a little different, like a lot of other ones. Nice. Couldn't make out the names because they were written so small. Well, it is a Lalafell. They were rounding up adventures for some hapless end. This place looked legit. Ollie, air involved. Hold on, what the hell? Damn. You got fucked up. He's got like a big bandage across his face. I had a dream unlike any other. To myself, then it became something more. Spoke of it to others, they directed me here. Yeah, did you have one too? Oh, they're talking about the dream of the crystal where Heidelin... You guys remember, we saw the people there. When Heidelin presented herself to us, the big giant crystal, the mother crystal. And we saw a bunch of other adventurers just like us, darting around with light trailing behind them. What about you? Who are you? Arapatia. Said that if I joined, I'd get to fight against the Primals and the Imperials both to my heart's content. So you're looking for a good fight? You don't like to salute? Yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. So these are gonna be my co-workers then. If I decide to join up. I take it you are Leon Starcrest. The Taro sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much.
Life comes at you fast.
Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here.
My buddies.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the 7th Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the Primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
That is one hell of an intro, huh? Minfilia has also changed a lot, hasn't she? She has a much better outfit now. They redesigned her and she looks way better. She had a very plain, just kind of whatever outfit before. Now she actually has something that resembles someone of importance, you know? Albeit it does also kind of bring out her tits more than her previous outfit. I think people have made the joke that they call her boobphilia sometimes, I think, instead of Minfilia. Because the way it, you know, features her chest quite prominently. But besides that, her overall outfit and her hairstyle, which has been changed as well, she actually looks like someone of importance compared to 1.0, where, again, she just looked like some casual blonde chick who's just like, she calls the shots, she doesn't even look like an authority figure. Anyway, back to this. So naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. See what I mean about a chest with this outfit? Like, can they even breathe? Those straps look like they're squeezing their tits to all hell. Thank you, Tatara. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult the retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Nice Final Fantasy II callback right there. Retainers now available. Stola. Our organization, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, was formed through the union of two separate entities. The first was comprised of Charlian natives such as myself and was called the Circle of Knowing. The second, made up of individuals that share your rare gift, was known as the Path of the 12. The terrible events that ushered in the Seventh Umbral Era taught us that only together may we stand against the evil that seeks to consume us. Summoning a Primal is no small feat. It requires a tremendous concentration of ether, which is why the beast tribes go to such lengths to obtain crystals. Once they manifest in physical form, their unquenchable thirst for ether only grows stronger. They would drink the land dry with nary a thought to the consequences. Considering their fearsome strength, it could be well within their ability to do so. It is for this reason we must do our utmost to oppose them. Okay, stand good. I'm familiar with these two. Papalimo. While there are others who possess the echo, none are near as strong as you with the power. Hence our extremely high expectations of you. Ida? This place is called the Waking Sands, and it's our headquarters. It used to be somewhere else, you know, but then a bunch of things happened and we ended up here instead. Yeah, all the 1.0 events. And who's this guy? Urianger. Well, we saw him in 1.0. 7 waning moons see 7 suns rise, divine order royals, fallen corpses rise. Thus the divine chronicles seek to warn us once more. The meaning of these words now shines clear. They evoke the dire circumstance of this imperiled age. Ah, the 7th umbral era. The realm doth shudder and twist, and the dawn lieth cowering neath the stifling blanket of night. And we abide. We await the coming of the unborn era's seed, the light which shall pierce the glowering darkness. I see, and that'll take us into the 7th astral era, is what you're saying. A new age of peace and prosperity. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Leon. Yours is no small endeavor. Small? No. Worthy? Undeniably. We labor for the good of all the realm. Okay. The dangers are great. They are. Yet the risks we take are justified given that which is at stake. Alright, well. You drive a hard bargain, but I suppose I can join up with you guys. See where it takes me. Why not? I'm an adventurer. I should dive headfirst into the unknown, right? And see where it takes me. Maybe I can broaden my horizons, or something else fun will happen. It's the whole point of adventuring, is you don't know. It's the uncertainty, right? Somebody in FF12 said something like that. It wasn't, oh yeah, it was Vaughn. He said, I kind of like the diving headfirst into something without knowing what's going to happen next or what we're going to find. That's what makes it like an adventure or something like that. And then, was it Bosch or Balthier? Looked at him and were like, huh, he's becoming ever the sky pirate every day. He's becoming ever more the sky pirate every day or something like that. I think Balthier was like, oh. As he was just like, oh man, I guess I do have a protege. So yeah, I digress. Like I said, sure, it sounds dangerous, but it sounds like it also could be fun. So, I will go whither the wild rose blooms. I'll join you guys. If anything, it might be a good laugh.
I take it you will help us.
Shit.
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Papalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome. I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
Me too. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina & Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a Primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emoja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a Primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the Primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
Looks like we're partners then. Gonna be a cop buddy movie. It's me and Thancred. I can't believe we're flown 3,000 miles for this shit. Why didn't you tell me this man rolls like this? Rush hour references. Through this first mission, you will come to understand. Give me a sec. Through this first mission, you will come to understand the nature of our struggle with the Primals. The realm may appear well on its way to recovery, but reality paints a far bleaker picture. The truth is out there, Leon, and I would have you discover it for yourself. Excuse me. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. Me and you. Let's go, homie. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Eisenbard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Alright. Well, off we go. Rush Hour 4, Final Fantasy XIV edition. Starring Leon and Thancred over here. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we get ourselves caught up in, huh? Should be a hoot! Which is why I decided to join the Scions. It could be a fun adventure. See what happens. Hi, I'm Eisenbard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it? Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. He also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Alright. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these hands by Amalja hands. These lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. Wow. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent. But I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. Well, willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. Alright, let's check it out. You assholes! Like, we're still here. Any more of you? Nope. Ripe corpse. Damn. Ain't make it. Retrieve ripe corpses. How the fuck am I carrying 3 bodies? Oh, okay, they're in my pocket. This poor soul appears to have been ravaged by an Amalja before sitting to rot for several turns of the sun. Yet it still says it's a ripe corpse. Alright, so I have 3 whole bodies in my pocket. Let's go. It's good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yeah. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then. What of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal... surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Also, there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total was too great and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But who? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day. And even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? What poor people think. Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings, 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him. Else he's not like to speak to you. That dude is plastered. Wait, what? I want this goddamn door open. Over here, dude. Yeah, he's drunk. Uh-oh. I'd remind you there's no brawling in the pub, but you don't seem the listening type. Anything I can get you, love? The waitress. It's him. Well, gods be damned! You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah! What in the seven hells do you want with me now? The number 7 is replete here. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours is Eisenberg. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. Of course you did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Hungry beggar. But please, sir, just leave me be. But now they're scared because they got taken advantage of by this guy. They don't want to be taken advantage of by anyone else. I have nothing to say but this. Thal take who, or whatever's been feeding off us slowfolk. Yeah, but they're also scared for their lives. Well, what do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. That's the people we found dead. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Welcome back, Leon. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Mungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the church of Saint Adama Landama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, I'm going to ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse. A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marcus. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Interred, sorry. Marcus? Hi, Marcus, yes. A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. Vaguely familiar, but... I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Okay. Oh, here it is. Wait, what did the description say? A dead body ready for interment. Yeah. And then we bury him. And then just, you know, offer a moment of silence for him. Here you go. I want it to be respectful. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Urson can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Urson within the church walls. Everybody? It's all wrong. I should have. Take care, Marcus. Bit of a strange one. I hear you have done us the service of bearing a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marcus and soon. That far, fuck it. The remains of the calamity, eh? Like, Bahamut's Mega Flare got frozen up in certain places. Right where the laser shots landed. Thank you, Leon. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Leon? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance. Abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Urson herself? Urson? She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus. It's Sword of the 12, I've seen that face elsewhere before. Yeah, me too. He seemed very familiar, that guy. For the children. Oh, we got a dancer over here. Sister Urson, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But, no. It could not be she. It could not be she, could it? Grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Leon, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Urson's activities. Back up to the church, I guess. Uncombed urchin. Please help! Sister Urson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny ring and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Don't worry, kid. I got this. Line them up like a pool cue with billiard balls. You! You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Cute. Okay, now it's far enough to justify this for sure. Fuck this. A backwards horse walk. I like it. Sister Urson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans? And risking her own well-being in doing no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Apparently not. Amalja wrong places. Of all the wrong places, okay. I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Urson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. They got their horses dancing. I like it. Ah, there you are, Leon. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Urson. Eisenbar said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Urson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but... well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Leon. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Sure. I'll be the recon guy. I'll radio into the link pearl or something. Fuck you. Thank you too. Want some too? Rear leaflet. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet. See the wealth of knowledge to the hands of your children. Must there be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work? The lettering, though. Atrocious, isn't it? And these bits about Nalthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Urson makes of it. Wait. Fuck it. It's just far enough to do this. What's up, Tancred? Now let us see what Sister Urson makes of this leaflet. Sluts. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? I'm going to ask you some questions. I want you to answer them immediately. What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? The plot thickens. What's your take on this, Tancred? The plot thickens, Leon! Okay, what the fuck? I did not predict that. That was just me saying that shit. Okay, I'm serious. I did not know Tancred was gonna say that. I was like, what the fuck? That's what I just said. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There's no doubt of irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. The plot thickens, and then he says the same shit. Hey, great minds think alike, what can I say? Tancred and I are bros now. We're homies. We're tight. We're tighter than that. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Leon. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. Dress to deceive. I'm basically right behind these guys here. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, then soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Yet, let Leon and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so as long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. Oof. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Leon, so as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. If they haven't already noticed that we're over here snooping. Cool. You obtain a pair of weathered shepherd's slops and shepherd's tunic. Cool. This time they actually gave me the... I have the power! She's holding up this berry. I forget if that's an astrologian thing or a... I can't see her weapon. I don't know. Well, if they go in the carriage. It's fun to people watch sometimes. Anyway, we got shit to do. Alright, so... put on... this. And... this. Can't even see them because of my boots. That's it, we got them on. Probably hide the weapon too, just to make sure people don't suspect anything. Anything shady. Almost sneezed. Ermagerd! It's like saying, oh my god, in a very, like, I don't know. Just like I did right now. Ermagerd! Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Yeah, you can help me by going to go help some other motherfucker. Oh wait, that's wrong game. Yeah, I'm looking for work. Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Alright, you condescending prick. Wait, there's another one. There's another one here. Looking down at me because of the way I'm dressed. Where the hell is the other one? They're probably right above us, aren't they? Yeah, they are. They troll you with that one. Swainhilt. I preach the teachings of Azema, the Warden. Azema, the Warden, maybe? Or Azema. I'm gonna say Azema. Azema, the Warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. That's right. They mentioned her during the Hildebrand quest in 1.0, didn't they? All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. That could be our guy. Could be. I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Ah, I see. Trying to get laid by impressing her with a story, huh? And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. And they expect refugees to be respectable or respectful of society and not turn to crime and try to tear the whole thing down to get what they need when they treat them like that. Unbelievable. What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Fuck you too. Stuck up bitch. All of you. Assholes. What's up, Tancred? You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Leon. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. Where's your outfit? And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away helpless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Not a problem. This must be the place. Yep, the little camp here. Tent and everything. Oh, no, now he's in disguise too. Alright, now we're bros. A fine morning for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Leon. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Just waiting like... Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. He's comparing them with the ones we found. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance. You would have made a god's awful mummer, August. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me! Busted, asshole. But please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. But very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. And so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people. So I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! The was good. The money was good, is that what you said? I wouldn't be surprised. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not even see a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Ah! Not you again! Yeah, you're not going anywhere, buddy. You're trapped. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flame's patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No! I know nothing about that, I swear it! At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Look at him, trying to play the sob story. Leon, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. Get him, Thancred. Punch him in the gut once or twice. For me. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Right on, buddy. We got this, man. We're bros. We're cop buddies now, man. We're on the case. Alright, I don't need to be dressed like this anymore. Go back to our regular clothes. There we go. I think that was a fat cat she rode in on. Can't tell though. Welcome back, Leon. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. Yeah, of course. We're cop buddies now. I see. You've done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken. And none but the Amalja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Well then, I guess we better be prepared for this. Life, materia, and everything. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Munimix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Their names make me laugh. Munimix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Munimix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. This almost sounds like a commercial for that cold medicine. But I know it's spelled different. Mucinix or something. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Munimix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Munimix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanolin, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. Okay. Pillar of smoke, you say? Who is Uplander? Has a little mask. Breathing sound effects. Who is Uplander? Come to tent ring of Munimix Bubblypots. Here. Without saying a word, just here. And Philly gave me this. Fighty Tool drinks an airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia joined with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes! Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Munimix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. I don't think I'm gonna keep voicing the fucking breathing sounds of that mask. I'm good on that. Also, I think they gave him the mask because they would look fucking ugly without him. Seeing how goblins look in previous Final Fantasy games, they were probably like, let's put a mask on. I don't think you ever get to see a goblin without his mask. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Munimix with fastness. Yeah, you already knew I was coming? Jesus. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings fighting tool to Munimix, yes? There you go. Fighting tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. The way they talk is funny and sometimes a little confusing, but you always understand what they mean by the end of it. You're like, oh, I get what you're saying. And materia, master. Swine bros. Now eyes of Uplander pointy at fighting tool, yes? Point at fighting tool, yes? Materia joined with fighting tool. Fighting tool gains power of materia. Fighting tool reborn. Here, Uplander take fighting tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond. That being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Munimix turned that dagger of yours from summit as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia. Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Munimix. If you don't want to be a crafter, you can always just find NPCs who can do that for you, though. Which they failed to say there. But they're denoted with that little hammer icon that I'm kind of covering up on the map. See it? That would be Swine Bros over here. Master Munimix was an inducted brother of the Illuminati, a goblin fraternity which has long been the marvel of the scholarly world. The knowledge they possess rivals even that of the Charlians. Holy shit. Maybe it wasn't it. Maybe it's all done with this guy then. Airy Self lives in objects. When full of Airy Self, object changes to Stony Shine, name of material. A recap. I guess I don't do it yet. Probably not until... Oh, we have to be out of New Game Plus mode, I bet. Well, either way, when you see that icon right there on the map, that's a materia icon, a hammer next to it. Basically, the materia icon is somebody who sells materia. They don't usually sell it for gil, you usually have to get items that you get from duty roulettes. And the little hammer icon is somebody who will fuse the materia for you to one of your pieces of equipment in case you can't do it yourself because you didn't bother learning a crafter job class, because fuck that, because I don't do it either. I'm sorry, but it's like a 9-to-5 work simulator. When I tried it, I was like, you know what? You guys know how I feel about this. In any RPG game, I've said this a million times throughout the entire Final Fantasy franchise that we've been doing it. I hate crafting mechanics. I just feel it's like, I ain't come here to fucking simulate a 9-to-5, dude. Hammering away at some equipment. I'm here to fucking kill shit. And enjoy the story. Fuck that shit. I should probably teleport. So yeah, I'm not a crafter either. I just go to one of those fools to do the material melding for me when I need to. Also, speaking of, they were talking about extracting materia from Airy Self on the weapon, or whatever, right? These ones have no spirit bond yet, because I haven't done anything worthwhile with them. That bar next to the blue one, it fills up as you do stuff, basically like fighting, duties, whatever. And that's their spirit bond that they were talking about, the Airy Self. Once it's full, you extract materia. You create materia out of the equipment. And then you can reapply it to said equipment, like that down there. Like I have, you know, Savaging materia right there. Thankfully, I was able to get the Endwalker materia, level 10, Savaging materia 10, as you see there, using Poetics from one of the vendors for that. They sell materia of all levels for Poetics. Well, actually, no, not Poetics. The other thing. Here, let me just show it. Fuck it, I'm talking out of my ass. Where is it? These things. I got these from doing duty roulettes. I turned these in for level 10 materia from a vendor in an area that is not in Endwalker. You actually can get materia for an expansion you're not at yet, as long as you're at the max level for that expansion, like I'm at level 90, and you can acquire these things, the materia trade-in currency for that expansion. There are vendors outside of there, so like I went to Shadowbringers area, and I went to the main town, and there was a vendor that accepted these for level 10 materia, which I thought was kind of cool. I thought I was going to have to wait until I was actually, you know, in an area that is covered by Endwalker to be able to get that materia, to find a vendor for it. But no, you can actually get it elsewhere, which is pretty cool. I was like, hey, that's fucking awesome. And yeah, duty roulettes are how I got some of my classes to level 90 without actually, you know, doing the main scenario quest. While, you know, between the streams of other Final Fantasy games leading up to this point, that's kind of what I was doing. Just for fun. And as an excuse to hang out with friends here. I got a little too close there, didn't I? Welcome back, Leon. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful? Yep, we got a strong-ass weapon now. Oh, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make! Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Leon, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Let's do it! Lord of the Inferno. Gee, I wonder who that is. We only saw him in 1.0, didn't we? Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Leon. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Right on. I'm gonna use Ungust as bait. I like it. Here? Yep. Flame Sergeant. Ah, you're Leon Starcrest of the Scions? My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and pry from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man Ungust has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we request the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds, Leon. Let's make sure it does. Over there, huh? Hi. Yep, shady ass place. Where back alley deals are sure to take place. Didn't mean to run. Or be all poetic, but that just kind of came out that way. Well, here we go. Lord of the Inferno. The music's getting us hype. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir! His mohawk. Whoa! Get him! Ah! What is the meaning of this? Wait. Something's amiss. Oh! Head back up. We were the ones who were ambushed. Shit! Hehehe! Ah ha 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 ha! Oh, he's in on it too! I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. Look at his face. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Ah, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Hehehe. So he was not the one selling the information on the patrols. He was a co-conspirator! Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Shit. They did tell me I would get... They did warn me I might get into trouble, didn't they? Who was it? Mamodi? Badron? Somebody. They said sooner or later you might get yourself in over your head. In their own words, of course. Well, shit. Let's go. Wait, you. You guys are a problem. Fuck, I can't AoE. Kick him in the nuts. One at a time, then. That one's pretty strong. He's obviously the leader. I gotta save him for last. It's him. Fuck him up. We got this, bitch. Hehe. How long will you last, I wonder? Oh, you're still here? Shit. Okay, my first time through, I was like, we're not gonna fucking make it when I saw this! My first time playing this game, I was like, oh shit! I'm gonna fucking die. We're all gonna fucking die. Look at this shit! They don't stop coming! God damn it, is there no end to them? Oh, we missed one that said another wave. Stay sharp. Hehe, the show is only beginning. This guy's an asshole. When I get my hands on this prick. Stab him in the ass. There's just too fucking many of them. It doesn't end, and my allies are fucked. I'm the only one left standing. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Behind you! Carter! Lee! The fuck did he just do to me? Shit! Roofied by magic. What an asshole. Bring him. The rest of you, march. Traitorous scum. fuck are we? Eerily quiet. You alright? Okay. Can't talk to them. What about you? Rejoice, heathens, for your worthless lives shall soon have meaning. They're gonna kill us, aren't they? Gods, I don't want to die. I want to go home. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh my god, they got a lot of people here. The lizardmen marched us to their stronghold. They're preparing for something. And I, for one, do not want to be around when they finish. I fear the Amulja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. Damn it all. A traitor in the flames! What has become of us? I'm sorry you were dragged into this. Were I a better judge of character, we wouldn't be in this mess. Okay, dude, it's not your fault. What are you doing over here, buddy? Listen well. These waters feed into the marshes of Drybone. A short swim will see us to freedom. However, if all of us attempt to flee, we are like to be discovered. You alone must sneak out and assemble a rescue party. Once you have won free, seek out our comrade stationed at Drybone. He will show you the way back here. May the 12 speed your way. So where do you end up if you leave? This is basically a lore-friendly way of saying go assemble a party. Because Duty Finder was not a thing back then. Oh, there we go. That's where they have us? This fucking hole? I see. And back there is how I get back, okay. It's also kind of a way of, making sure you're not trapped there. You know? Like, yeah, you're supposed to be in prison, but at the same time, it's an MMO. What if you had plans to do something with your friends, right? They could have been assholes and been like, no, can't lose the immersion, man. You're trapped in there till you beat the boss. It's like, what? I gotta go home and do shit. You mean to go and rescue our comrades? Yep. And then here we are. Xanarak. So, if you don't want to lose the immersion, now you don't have to. You don't have to leave, because now they have something called Duty Finder, which I've been using, albeit by myself. There we go. The Bowl of Embers. Owing to a betrayal, you have been captured by the Amulja and taken to their stronghold of Xanarak, there to be given as an offering to the Primal Ifrit. If you are to survive this fiery encounter with the Lord of the Inferno, you and your comrades must fight with no less than every ounce of your strength. Should you fall, your souls shall burn for eternity. Here we go. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Is that meant to rhyme? Even with a full party, I think this cutscene is still just you by yourself, which again still breaks the immersion a little bit if you ask me. It's like, why even bother? O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you. Grace us with your divine presence. I gotta get to this kind of quick too, I gotta remember. Because since we're actually in the duty, you have a time limit to watch cutscenes, because your whole party's waiting on you. Assuming they're not also watching it, they're waiting on you. So there is a time limit, believe it or not. I think if you're alone, the time limit is taken off, but I'm not going to risk it, so... O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. This is very familiar, isn't it? This happened to us in 1.0, with our path companion. The bloody hells! Bring those two as well. Great, you just drew attention to... Oh, never mind. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed! They even got betrayed by their None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No! Spare me, I beg you! Take that on, yes, you're coming down with us. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Almighty Ifrit! The hell did he just do to me? My one true god! Your words are my bread. Shit, he actually enslaved them. All of us. We're fucked. Impossible. By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Oh, I guess I'm fine. And they noticed. Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. So if another Primal does this to you first, another one can't claim you afterwards, huh? Interesting lore we have here. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed's number. He already knows. The paragons warned of thine aberrant kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Oh shit, he's gonna fucking kill me. Damn, does he look amazing in this lighting and everything. Way more fearsome than in 1.0, I gotta say. Looks like it's time for fight for my life, isn't it? Bring it on. Let's do this shit. Bring it on! Oh, he's dead. My god, even with a goddamn auto attack, I couldn't even get him through his mechanics. He died. The blessing of light defies me? Probably should have unequipped some shit, but oh well. That's the way it goes. Didn't even get to see his ultimate attack. But I'll stop myself there to avoid spoiler. Too powerful. I beat him FF12 style, guys, just with an auto attack. Poke, poke, like with the Zodiac Spears, just like old times. Oh shit! I'm getting a collection of crystals here. Nice! I'm open a jewelry shop for this shit. He looks so entranced, like... Pray forgive my lateness! Yeah, what the fuck, Banquet? I needed your help! You're supposed to be the homie! Where were you, man? I needed backup. Where were you, man? I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Oh, shit. Persistent lot. Oh! Get him, Thancred! Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Leon. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. A veritable baptism of fire. Yeah, he kinda did. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Can't drive home, shall we? This way, sir. Alright, let's follow him. Hey, all's well that ends well, right? So that was the mighty Ifrit. Well, look who's here. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ulden interference into account. I know, right? 2 pokes with my spear and he died? Yeah. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Oh, from our last fight with him? Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read. But I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You've been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. Damn. I think these guys would be a little bit more buddy-buddy with each other, but that isn't the case. Yeah, see, Nero's basically gonna say what I was just about to say. With allies like that. Beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Yeah, with allies like that, who needs enemies, basically? He said it in much less words than I did. We won! That eclipse though, huh? Alright. Oh. The victory. Right on. Also, this lighting makes your character look really weird. Sometimes in really cool ways, honestly. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Shit. I'm turning into ash, basically. I'm just burning up in this fight. Wait, look, you can actually make this a filter. Oh shit! You can take a screenshot with the fire. Like, make it look like your character is... There you go, see, that's what I'm saying? Look at that shit. That's cool. Take a screenshot like that. I'm on fire, man! Of course I'm screaming. Again. That's enough, isn't it? Yeah, actually I'll take it early. Let's turn this in then. I was about to go to the restroom, but I'm looking at the time and I'm like, I can just take another break here. Let me turn this in then. Ah, there you are, Leon. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah yes, I was in the process of apologizing. Excuse me. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use. Excuse me. To you or the abductees. These guys? All the people who were trapped with me? They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered. Ah, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Leon. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. People crying over them. Oh well. Just think of it like the New Game Plus enemies in Final Fantasy XII, right? You remember the early part of main scenario quest in FF12 when I started the game on New Game Plus at level 90? Everything would die in literally 1 or 2 hits. All the boss fights. You'd see their big ass health bar, and it would just chunk in 2 hits and they were dead. Well, this game's gonna be no different in the early game. And just like FF12, when we get near the end, that ain't gonna happen anymore. I won't be that much more overpowered at the end, and then fights are gonna get interesting at that point. The boss fights, I mean, which is what trials are. I didn't see an Imperial flying above us, I swear. Leon, how goes it? All's well here. At least on the bookkeeping front, anyway. Keep it up, Tataru. The triumphant hero returns. Dankren told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. Okay. I'll take a break after this, because that's when the quest ends. My late arrival nearly cost Leon his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. See how it's canon for you to fight him alone anyway? Even though they give you the option to leave and go, they tell you to go look for help or whatever, that's an optional dialogue, so technically it doesn't count. It's part of the story. Technically, you're supposed to fight him alone and kill him alone, as they're saying here. So, you know, we're doing the canon run here. Just as I'm failing you all. Oh, Thancred, come on, man. Don't beat yourself up that badly. Her face! What the hell? She looks like so over him and what he's saying right now. She's just like, we shut the fuck up. Like, that's the face they gave her. What the fuck? What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Hey, guys. Did I walk in at a bad time? Leon, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. Now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their Primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the Primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, Primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. So it's basically the same concept as the life stream from Final Fantasy VII. It's literally the same thing. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether. Crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the Primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a Primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants us the being's physical form. Once born, a Primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the Primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. That freaking place was on fire? Old Family Guy reference. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. Anyway. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. Because we're immune to being enthralled. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The Immortal Flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Leon. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who fell Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Oh crap, I'm about to become a celebrity? Shit. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. The hell? Why? I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the Primal, whom we cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Leon. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louis Swab would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Be careful, Thancred. Becoming obsessed with strength or power in general can sometimes backfire even if you have the best of intentions. And I'm not gonna lie, my first time through this game, those are literally the thoughts I had about Thancred when he said that. He reminded me of someone like Riku from Kingdom Hearts is the only one who's spurs to mind right now. Someone who wanted the power to protect his friends or do better like Thancred and then ended up falling into the trap of being corrupted for it. Of course you see something like that in something like Star Wars or something, right? Like, that's not an original storyline. But yeah, when I first saw this, my first playthrough of the game, I was like, oh no, Thancred, we don't want to lose you, buddy. Please don't fall for that trap of becoming obsessed with power, even if it is for the best intentions, you know? Well, hopefully he'll be alright. Alright, that's our next one. A hero in the making, level 20. But, like I said, I'm going to take a little break first, so... Be back in a bit, about 5-10 minutes as usual. Yeah, that'll be good.